New subject, new topic. How about Shotos? Everyone's favorite. Do you guys know what a Shoto is? I know what a Shoto is. A couple days ago, in a certain direct that will not be named, a new character was announced. And look, I just want to say right now, the whole Shoto argument was hilarious to me. Cause this whole time this argument was going on, I didn't know what the fuck a Shoto was. Apparently everyone else did. Every time my boomer self runs into a topic I don't understand, you can expect to see this tweet. It's always gonna say, what the fuck is blank? Because I do not understand. Please tell me I'm saying it right. It's not like Shoto, right? I always mispronounce shit. Shito? Shoto. Shutu. Shito. Shoto. Okay, it is a Shoto. Let me explain what a Shoto is. So what it means, it's like an archetype for a character. Like kind of the vanilla fighting game character that involves fireballs, uppercut, anti-air, and they have to wear a gi? I don't know what the last part of it is. Kazuya gets welcomed to the Shoto Club by Michael Jordan. Here, someone actually put up a very, very useful alignment chart. Shout out to Bafael on Twitter. I want to give credit where credit is due. We all love ourselves an alignment chart, okay? So check it out, here. The function of a Shoto in the purest form. No, we're actually doing this. This is funny to me. This is one of the reasons I hate Twitter, okay? You want to hear it? Everyone's always like, God, oh God, this Smash drama. Is there really Smash drama over Shotos? I'm so sick about hearing about Shotos. Bro, there's no drama. This is fucking funny to talk about, so I'm gonna talk about it. I'm not mad any way or the other. This is literally bar conversation. You ever been drunk with your homie at a bar? You start talking about aliens or some nonsense, and it means nothing. And then eventually, y'all are laughing about it, and you're just going back and forth on shitty points. And then Twitter's that guy that's sitting right next to you guys going, oh God, you guys are so dramatic. This literally doesn't matter. And you're like, bro, we know it doesn't matter. We're just having a good time arguing about it. I don't know if it's just a thing that people love to do, but they love to argue about nonsense shit. And it's hella fun to do it. But everyone knows it doesn't mean shit, including the people involved in the argument. But it's just so funny and entertaining to really get into it. It's just role-playing. You guys ready? Okay, so I didn't know what a Shoto was when they announced Kazuya. Am I saying that name correctly? It's a Japanese word I meant, right? There's a lot of Japanese words I do not know. Shoto, ahegao, what are some other ones I don't know? Baka, I don't know what the fuck that means. I thought I knew what an otaku was, but apparently I don't. But a Shoto, in the purest form, if we're talking the functionality of a Shoto has a fireball, a rising uppercut, and an advancing spinning attack. Functionally, that's what a Shoto needs to have. Form purist. A form purist, the form that a Shoto must have, states that a Shoto practices the same martial art as Ryu and Ken, which I still don't know what that martial art, are they Taekwondo? Are they karate? What are they? Karate, right? Karate. Okay, karate. Which they probably aren't actually true to form, to be honest. I doubt Ryu and Ken practice exact karate. Bullshito. Yeah, bullshito. But anyways, so if you ask a purist what a Shoto is, it's that, right? Now, if you ask someone who's in the middle, okay, I think most people line up here. As far as function goes, a Shoto has a projectile, an anti-air, and an advancing attack. By advancing attack, do they mean that it is like a command grab in the sense that you push a button combination and then it macros the movement forward for you as an attack? Is that what it means? Because if you do the spinning kick with Ryu, it moves forward automatically, right? So I was thinking, Samus fits this category until you get to the advancing attack, because Samus doesn't have an advancing attack. I can advance and attack, but I don't have like a macro that does this. Samus does have a projectile, does have an anti-air, up smash, dog shit anti-air, but it's an anti-air. Doesn't have the advancing attack though. So yeah, in terms of function, this is what a Shoto needs to have, as opposed to it specifically being an advanced spinning kick, a rising uppercut specifically, as opposed to like Samus's cannon. So yeah, this would be in the neutral. And then as far as form goes, a Shoto has attacks that reference Ryu or Ken, but with their own flair, right? So it's like they're similar, not the same. Now, if you get into the form rebel, which is what most smashers were big on Twitter, now that I understand what a Shoto is, any playstyle can be a Shoto. Any martial art, any form in fighting can be a Shoto. So this is The most extreme version is whatever the hell this is. I don't even know what this is. But yeah, so then they're just throwing some bullshit in here. Yeah, so this could be all of that, right? So I don't know much about Kazuya, but I assume that Kazuya does not have fireballs. It's a Tekken fighter, right? No fireballs there? Am I correct or am I wrong? It's Tekken. They don't really have that. So already, as a functional purist or even a neutral Shoto person, Kazuya doesn't count unless he's in his devil form, which I didn't know that. But I think Isan put out a tweet where he's like, "Stop calling Kazuya a Shoto!" Like real pissed, right? I just look at that, I laugh. I'm like, haha, this guy cares. And then I think Hungrybox responded saying, "What are we supposed to call it? Some 6-syllable fighting game character as opposed to just an easy name that everyone can remember? Why can't we just call it a Shoto, right?" On the other side of it, I'm like, haha, this guy cares too. I was just laughing, it was just funny. And then I was like, yeah, who cares, right? Then someone put out a perfect example. I forget who said it. They said, just imagine the entire FGC started calling Olimar a Spacey. And I was like, oh shit. Or they started calling Samus a Spacey. I'd be like, don't fucking do that. That is not a Spacey. Actually, let's come up with our own alignment chart for that. Pretend this is an alignment chart, okay? Use your imagination, because I don't have one. So, a functionally purist Spacey. Okay, this list is the Spacey list. What is a Spacey? Spacey alignment chart. To define a Spacey, I think it needs exactly these 3 things, okay? In terms of functional. It needs to have a fire angled recovery. Like some kind of charge and then an angle, right? Needs to have a laser projectile. And then needs to have some kind of shine that reflects and attacks as a melee attack, right? That is a functionally pure Spacey, which involves these 3 characters in all of Smash. That's it. These are the only 3 Spaceys. There is no requirement that it fast falls. That's a requirement for a fast faller. I feel like if a new character came out and it was floaty, but it had all 3 things, it would still be a Spacey. Now, here's the other thing. Actually, we could say that. We could say that right now, okay? Form purist needs to be an animal because the term Spacey is derived from space animal. Do you see how serious I am getting about this now? It's so funny. In terms of form, it needs to be an animal. Does it need to fall fast? I mean, look, they were in Brawl, right? And nobody fell fast in Brawl. I don't think it needs to fall fast. It needs to be an animal. It needs to be from space. And I mean, real talk, it needs to fight exactly like these Star Fox characters, okay? Yeah, so do you guys remember Icons? Remember Kid, the space goat? That's a Spacey. That actually, you could call that a Spacey. It's not from Star Fox exactly, but it plays like the Star Fox characters. It's an animal that is true to form a Spacey. Functional neutral, okay? Has to have a projectile. Has to have some kind of reflection. Counters projectiles. Let's just say that, right? Okay, so if the purest functionality that it has a projectile, a shine, reflector, and Firefox recovery, a functional neutral would have any kind of projectile, doesn't have to be gun, would have some kind of counter, doesn't necessarily have to reflect or even do melee damage, and then it has to have some kind of angleable recovery. Right? I think that's fair. So I'd say at that point, Mewtwo is a space animal. Mewtwo is a Spacey. In terms of functionality, projectile, check. Angleable recovery, check. Reflection, check. That's functional. Okay, if you're arguing that Mewtwo is not an animal, but that goes into the form argument, okay? Okay, who else would count here? In terms of functional, most definitely me, Gunner. Gunner can get a reflector, has an angled recovery, and has a projectile. Ness, yep, Ness counts. Yeah, Ness counts. Lucas counts. You see how mad this starts to make you when I start including these people? Now, I'm not gonna do everyone that falls in the category. I'm just thinking high level here, okay? Functionally, Ness, Mewtwo, me, Gunner, they count. Okay, form. If we're talking form, needs to be from space, needs to be an animal, I think needs to talk or something. They don't really need to fight like the Spaceys, they just need to kind of like be from space, right? So like that's where Olimar comes in. Is Olimar an animal? No, or Olimar's a person. So I think even by form, Olimar doesn't fall into form neutral, not even. I think it's Samus. Samus is from space. No, not an animal. Nope. Still should be some kind of animal. No, not even. No, it just needs to be from space, right? Just needs to be from space, I think, would be the neutral portion, right? So Olimar, Samus, Ridley, like, are they doing shit in space? Captain Marvel is a spacey. You know what I'm saying? Is Kirby from space? Kirby is from space, okay. Yep. There you go. Hey, spaceys. Spaceys. Now, as far as functional rebel, let's take a look at this. Any playstyle can be a Shoto. Anything could be a spacey. Pretty much what the rebel part is, right? So, you know what? F it. If we're talking just form rebellion, the rebel part is hard to figure out, huh? Yeah, as long as you have some kind of fire and some kind of like laser thing. Like, dude, Rob is a spacey, actually. Oh god, this is hard. It's hard to differentiate between yeah, Rob is a spacey. Functional spacey. So then what makes it a rebel thing? Why does Mario not fall into Shoto form neutral? Oh, how about this? Okay, let's stick to it. Functional neutral is characters that reference the space animals. Ah, okay, that changes things. Okay, me Gunner actually counts. Me Gunner actually does. Actually does. That might be it. I think me Gunner is the only functionally neutral if it really represents Fox Falco Falcon. And then function neutral is only me Gunner. Form neutral are these attacks a reference to the spaceys. So like Mewtwo would be a form neutral, right? Mewtwo is a form neutral. Pit and Dark Pit, yeah. You're right. Yeah, the recovery, the reflector. Pit is a form neutral. Alright, this is confusing the hell out of me. I'm already getting dumb here. Yeah. Okay. I think I got it. Now, form rebel is this. Okay? Functional rebel is this. You see what I'm saying here? Form. They're just from space. They're just from space. Functional. They have projectiles and they reflect things or absorb them or something. No, Wolf is a purist spacey. Are you kidding me? Wolf is 100% purist spacey. Lucario is a function rebel. Yes. Samus is a form rebel. Because they're from space. And there you have it. There you go. If you don't like this alignment chart, tell me yours in the YouTube comments. I love doing this shit. Yeah, you know what my favorite part is? Is that then it started turning into a meme where people started saying the dumbest shit. Like, there's a person who responded to my "what the fuck is a Shoto" comment with shit like this. Like, some of the responses were fucking killing me. Like, look at this. Michael Jordan welcoming Kazuya to the Shoto Club. Michael Jordan is a Shoto. I don't know if you guys knew this. Fuck it, why not? Underrated. No one liked this. Yeah, there were the people in the comments who were very serious about it. Very much trying to find a Shoto. And then there were people who were just doing puns. Shoto these notes. And then people were just telling me to show toes. And then some people were just like, yo, it's just this guy. I mean, this guy should be a Shoto. Look at him. Dude, this guy's fucking jacked. Brother, look at this back. This guy deadlifts 800 kilograms. Nuts. I'm trying to get on his level. Yeah, that's Kazuya. A true Shoto. Yes. Absolute Shoto. I love this topic. Yeah, apparently then enough FGC people were like telling Smashers, can you show some respect, please? And just actually try to say what an actual Shoto is. And then some people back down. They're like, just call it whatever you want. And then some of them are like, nah, they're literally telling us not to call it that, so let's just not call it that. Real talk. If the FGC started calling Olimar spacey, I would literally be like, yo, guys, can you not do that, please? I would find it funny, but I'd be like, yo, you could tell us we don't use deodorant and we smell like shit. Fine. But don't call Olimar spacey. That's f***ed up, man. Crossing a line. This topic killed me. I loved it. If you're wondering, I don't give a f*** about the character. I like Tekken. I think Tekken's dope. I don't get hyped about new Smash characters because that makes everyone forget about the fact that we're supposed to hate Nintendo. Look, Metroid gets a pass, okay? It's been since 2002. But all these characters they come out with every, like, 4 months or less to make everyone forget. Like, immediately after the whole Nintendo movement, they come out with Sephiroth and everyone forgets that. Another sword character and everybody forgets. Not on my watch. So Kazuya gets announced. I don't care. It's still Nintendo for life. I'm shoplifting the new Metroid just to show you how I feel about Nintendo. All right. Yeah, I think that's all I wanted to cover today. All right, later, y'all. Peace. Mewtwo is a spacey Shoto. Yo, that's pissing me off. That is not a space. Right? It's hella fun to get really passionate about a topic that doesn't mean shit. Yep. God.